Hello, what is going on, people? It is Android here, and today I have a commentary, a little more informational, because I want to talk about one of the new upcoming consoles coming out. I know, there's the PS4, there's the Xbox 720, or whatever they're going to call it, along with, well, it already came out, but the Wii U. There's a bunch of talk of these new consoles, and, there seems to be a lot of confusion. I think it's one of those things. I think a lot of people tend to watch these commentators and sort of get a very brief overlook of what certain consoles are, and they don't really look, in depth as to what the console is actually going to be about. And so one of them that I see the biggest sort of confusion on, because we don't have any previous model for it, is the Ouya, which is a game console powered by an Android operating system. So that same operating system you see in your phone, your smartphone, is basically going to be more or less the same system which you're going to see on your big screen TV, which is kind of cool, I guess. It will contain a standard 2 analog stick, 7-button wireless controller, but it also include a D-pad, obviously, and it will include a touchpad. Now, I could see this becoming effective for some games like Angry Birds, and I've heard from what some early devs have been saying is it's essential for web browsing and stuff like that. But honestly, a lot of people have said a touchpad, especially where it's placed, if you look up images of the controller, it's not exactly the most ideally placed. With that being said, the controller does look comfortable and stuff like that. So obviously, you can expect something good there. The actual console, is about the size of your hand, which is awesome because I'll talk about that towards the end. Just to give you kind of an overview of sort of maybe an image in your head. The pricing for it will start at $99. Now, this seems cheap, I know, but you got to remember what you're getting here. It's a Android operating system console. Now, I don't really know all specific specs on like the processor because I'm sure they haven't finished tweaking that yet. Their system memory and stuff like that. I'm sure that's all being finalized right now, because I think I read somewhere that the release date for it is March 2013, which is only in a couple months. So, for what it's worth, it's kind of good to get your information for about that now. The business model for this is all games are going to be free to play. Now, you can think about, your iOS device, your Android store, your Google store, whatever. I'm not sure what it is for those Android Power stores because I have an iPhone, but they have those free to play and purchase to play. Now, I'm sure because it states specifically that all games are free to play, my guess is they're going to adopt a business model similar to that of League of Legends or World of Tanks or things like that, where, okay, the game is initially free to play. You have your free to play unlocks, things like that. And then you can continuously play, earn more points, and then further unlock stuff within the game. Like in League of Legends, you can unlock new champions to play as. So I could see, like, say you were to have some first-person shooter game where you keep playing, you unlock guns with your experience points or whatever you earn. Whereas also, in addition to this, if you are not someone who's in the mood to grind out points, what you can do is then you can go back and sort of purchase, like hook up, I'm sure, sync up with some sort of credit card and then purchase points from a store and then just have that stuff ready to play. So that's actually cool because that really fits a lot of business schemes, because if you're obviously like me, a teenager who's can be on a tight budget, not looking to spend a lot, with every game being free to play, and you can really unlock everything with just grinding out a lot of points. That's really awesome. So the creators of this actual console was the Boxer 8 team, and the head of this was Julia Ehrman. She was a former IGN manager, but she came up with this development business plan where she noticed this sort of surge of gamers moving to their phones, which I'll kind of talk about that towards the end too with some of my remarks toward the console. She wanted to take what everyone kind of experienced as casual gaming, playing Angry Birds, Doodle Jump. I mean, I play Doodle Jump a lot. I love that game. So to see it move towards a market where it's going to be on a 72-inch TV is like, woo, that would be awesome. The console will offer a wide variety of games, your on-demand games, video and audio streaming. Listen, all of this is what's going to be similar to what you have on a phone. My guess is you'll have some sort of music storage. Basically, if you can do it on a phone, you should be able to do it on this console. One thing I failed to mention when I was talking about the overall structure of the console was that The hookup of it is relatively simple. Basically, as it was described, if you can hook up to your TV now, your Xbox to your TV now, you should be able to hook up the Ouya. As far as the initial starters for it, it was one of the most successful Kickstarter projects, business projects ever, which kind of says something not necessarily about the console, but the gaming industry, how, we're eager to get behind all these things and how big the market has actually grown for it. Like I've said, the official release for it is March 2013. So a few of my remarks towards the actual console are some good and some bad. Bad is obviously what you're getting new is kind of confusing to me because I don't really see a lot of new games and stuff like that, or seeing like Call of Duty on it. Personally, what I'm seeing right now is the iOS or Android store just being moved to my TV. Like, there's nothing I think unique, sort of fitting that sort of cookie cutter image, if you get what I'm saying. That is something that's kind of got me uneasy, but at the same time, I do see them right now, like waiting for some teams to produce some stuff. One of the things I think I heard earlier on, again, I can't really give you a definite answer on this, is it's going to be extremely easy to create your own games, which is interesting because PS4 obviously has their extensive copyright protection as well as Xbox has them. So if you're looking to code for a game because they don't want the hacking and stuff like that, it's really going to make it difficult. Whereas the Ouya, what you're going to see is you're going to see a lot of people create their own games. People are going to be able to mod their own games. Now, that's why a lot of people are kind of claiming this as one of those quote-unquote hackable consoles. That's not going to be too easy to protect against and could make, if you're someone who's trying to play online competitively, that could make it relatively not just not fun, I guess you could say. So some good I've seen out of the console is that first off, like I've mentioned earlier, the actual console is the size of my hand. Now, if you're someone who travels a lot for sports, for whatever, and you like gaming in your downtime, with something that portable, I think it's easy to say that that's a great option to have, because obviously it's pretty small. The other thing is the pricing. $99, free to play games. That's really going to keep people entertained. And one of the things I would like to say with the business idea of that is if you look at it from a business standpoint, now what you have is people who, okay, if I'm bored of my Xbox, I have to go buy a $60 game. If I'm bored of the Ouya, I go download 6 free games and play those and find whichever one I like best. Like, that's something really, really awesome. And I think I could see other businesses like Microsoft, or I guess Xbox is a company here, or PlayStation, really adopting a model similar to this where they have a bunch of free-to-play games. I don't really think the Xbox Live Arcade has a bunch of these, but, who knows? I could be wrong here. So I think I talked about that pricing a little. It's portable. Some of the downsides obviously are going to be I don't really know what unique thing you're getting, and it could easily be hacked and modded and stuff like that. Which, I mean, I guess depending on who you are, if you know about a lot of things people should know about, I guess that could be good to you. But for everyone else like us, who's very casual about it, we could see that as a downer. So, will I be getting the console? If I get the money, I say why not? It's new. Everything is free to play, and it's only a $99 investment. Which, not to mention, if you wait after initial release date, that's going to go down to probably $50. Like, if you think about it, I think the technical resale value should be like 33% of whatever you pay. So that's like $30. That's really not a hefty investment, and for all the games you'll have, I can see that being pretty fun, and seeing myself spending a good amount of time on it. So let me know if you guys are interested in the Ouya. I'm not really sure how I did on this informational commentary. I was kind of spitting a lot of things at you guys really fast. I understand if it was a lot to consume, and I understand if you guys didn't like it. But if you guys were interested, please let me know. I would love to make another video on it, talking about some of reactions and stuff like that. So hopefully I'll have some other gaming stuff out for you guys later this week. With that being said, I'll see you guys. Thanks. Oh, and if you could, please leave a like and comment telling me if you guys are going to get the Ouya. Not sure if I stated that already, but yeah, and subscribe if you can. All right, I'm out. See you guys.